The Supreme Court has made a major move to ensure that persons with disabilities, including acid attack survivors and the visually impaired, are not left out of India's digital world. In a landmark judgment delivered today, the court directed the government to revise its digital Know Your Customer or the eKYC process so that people with facial disfigurements or visual impairment can access banking and government services without any barriers. Let me tell you, the case here was brought by two petitioners, Pragya Prasun, an acid attack survivor, and Amar Jain, a blind advocate, both of whom have faced repeated hurdles while trying to complete the digital KYC process for basic services. The court said that in today's world, where banking, education, healthcare, and welfare schemes are increasingly moving online, access to digital service is not just a convenience, it is a constitutional right. The judgment explained that the right to life under Article 21 of the Constitution must now include the right to access digital services, especially for the vulnerable and marginalized. The bench, comprising Justices J.B. Pardiwala and R. Madhavan, stressed that a dignified life means equal access to digital infrastructure for everyone, including people with disabilities, rural populations, senior citizens, and linguistic minorities. The bench said that the digital divide is no longer just a policy issue, it is now a constitutional challenge. Justice Madhavan, who authored this judgment, explained that current eKYC processes are simply not designed for people with disabilities. Many services ask users to blink, move their head, or click pictures, things that are difficult or even impossible for acid attack survivors or the visually impaired. As a result, these individuals are often denied access to basic banking and welfare schemes. The court noted that this is not acceptable. Under the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act and the Constitution, the petitioners have the legal and moral right to accessible digital systems. The top court also highlighted that the state has a responsibility to build an inclusive digital ecosystem, one that does not work only for the privileged but also for historically excluded.